Guys, here we are. Op shops have finally reopened. I've already been into this one once so far. This is, I think, the Tuesday, and I'd been in on the Monday. Just stopped in quickly. Saw this little Electrolux coffee machine here. It looked in really good nick. Used a little bit, but very, very light use. There appeared to be no staining on it, no indication of calcification, and just checked the comps on it. It was $10. It was going for $40, and just kind of decided at the size of it, they hadn't moved a lot, so I left it there and kept going. Then came across these cups, really interesting. Japanese. They had like mermaid handles, all in different poses. Just thought they were pretty interesting, something a little bit different you don't see every day, and so I had a look at that. Next section over here are the DVDs. So I like to try and have a bit of a look through the DVDs wherever possible. As you know, I like my sealed DVDs. I do occasionally, and I have started looking at unsealed DVDs and just trying to see what's out there. So here I'm looking at some of the kids' DVDs, and you'll see, start pulling them out of the shelf and stack them up to then scan once I've got a whole bunch of them. So yeah, just at the moment, really looking for sealed ones, but keeping my eye out in case there's anything kind of odd or different in the open DVDs as well, specifically TV shows and series I'll look at in the open. But yeah, so just going through. I was going to pick up these Xboxes, but I kind of remembered that I'd actually gotten rid of my Xbox 360 recently in a bulk sale and went, I've got no way of testing them, let's put them back. So once I'd finished looking at the DVDs, I kept on through the store. So just made my way around looking. It appears they haven't really restocked a lot since prior to lockdown. You'll see there's all of the same stuff as always. Yeah, so I'd kind of hoped that due to the fact that we'd been in lockdown for such a long time, and I'd seen people in the store for like the 2 weeks prior reopening, I really thought there was going to be a little bit more new stock out. Maybe I was a little bit late to arriving on the Monday. I did get in there in the afternoon after I'd been up in Sydney for work, so maybe I was a little bit late to the party. Then starting to look at some of the toys, and all of a sudden, we get a sale. So nice when you're out hunting, when you actually find you get a sale. It wasn't a big one there, just a DVD, but every sale is important and helps. Just helps, essentially. So I think that DVD that I sold there may have even been purchased at this store some time ago. So I kept on looking through, same thing. Menswear seems to be a lot of the same as previously. So, but then I saw this Under Armour sports shirt. It's quite nice, in pretty good nick. It's an extra large size as well, but just didn't trust it. There was no branding, there was no sports team, no nothing. So I left it and kept on looking. Like I say, a lot of similar stuff since before lockdown. A couple of new pieces, but they're just sort of basic, what you'd expect to see in every op shop. So nothing too exciting here. Then we saw this Fubu here. I don't pick up Fubu. It's not a brand I really like, but if you do for $5, there's probably money in it. And I did like the sort of the wash on this shirt. Then we keep on going. Again, it's just a lot of the same thing. So at this store, I ended up only picking up 2 DVDs on this day, 2 sealed DVDs. And, you know, that's just the way that it is. Sometimes you can look through, look at everything and end up with essentially nothing. So on to the next store. And here we go through Vinnie's. So just searching through Vinnie's. They did change the layout just before lockdown. But the first thing I find in my hunts is this Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. So he's quite a large plush, fully licensed, and for $4, I wasn't going to leave him there. We then come over to the shoes here. You'll see there's a pair of Pumas. Next to them are a pair of Nikes. and that is a Chinese brand essentially from what I could tell. So I just left it there. But the Nikes, really, they were okay, but I haven't had a lot of luck with these lower end Nikes. I do have quite a few still sitting on my shoe shelf, so wasn't going to bother. And then these Under Armour high tops were there as well. I did have a look at them. Oh, you'll see the Vans there, $20 for those Vans, but yeah, we'll ignore that. I did look these up later, and I did put both of these shoes back. There was just no real value in them at the price point they had them at. So yeah, if I had them, it'd just be for cash flow purposes. I would have been breaking even on them, and I wasn't really worried about it. So back to the plush here, we've got this Pikachu. It's $9. There are some stains and marks on it. I do chuck it in to be able to check it later, but it's not really worth it. Here is a brand new tags Pumbaa Beanbag. So he's pretty cool. Chuck him in for $4 and keep on looking. I do see this little sealed toy here. When I scanned it, didn't come up with any sold comps, so just kind of left it. A couple of other little dolls, a Lala Loopsy, and a random doll. There looks like there was a Monster High doll there. I just don't do a lot of the dolls, so yeah, just decided to leave that there and move on. Kept looking around all the kids section, looked at the baby section. I've had some luck at this store in the baby section for clothes and for accessories, but yeah, just kept on moving, and just couldn't find anything there. So after searching through all the toys and that, we then started to make our way over to the men's clothing section, where you'll see what we find in just a minute. All right, so as I came down this aisle here, first thing that I saw was this Sydney Roosters bag. It's made to look like a bit of a jersey, quite a cool little bag, so grab that to look at. The gentleman down the end there was looking at some shirts, and I kind of started to get distracted because I saw something that he then pulled out. And you'll see just here, just on the corner here as I come back around, he pulls out a soccer jersey. We'll come back to that soccer jersey in a minute because he does put it back, but I keep looking through the shirts here and I come across a couple of nice pieces. There's a Kawhi Leonard, NBA, the Goku Dragon Ball Z, and then we just start flicking through again, seeing exactly the same stuff that we saw in this Vinnies before lockdown, all at the same price. It's a bit of a shame that they haven't kind of updated the price to move some of this stuff as we've come out of lockdown, but it's their store, their choice. That's fine. We then see a couple of shirts here that we kind of this Gulf Western Oil. It is brand new tags, so I thought, oh, for $5 it might be worth it. But on further inspection on comps, it just wasn't really. There was no value there, so I did put it back before we left the store. Here, the gentleman has now moved on, and I get a chance to grab this Ibrahimovic for Paris Saint-Germain, but at $15, it is not legitimate. So I wasn't going to spend $15 on a fakie. Again, we just flick through the shirts now. There's nothing new that we find through the majority of these here, which is a real shame. Even just the pricing is still up quite high for some of these basic, Cotton On, Connor, all those sorts of shirts that, you can pick them up for $10 a pop. So buying them at $5 secondhand, you kind of question why these shops do it. But then we saw the Dunder Mifflin, but it is a very low quality JJ's shirt and just left it there and kept on looking. And then we found this here, the Sydney Thunder Big Bash T20 KFC. So grab that. And again, all the shirts are still there that were there before lockdown. So that's cool. And here we're just kind of having a quick recap, making sure that we're happy with what we've grabbed. Dragon Ball Z there, you'll see that was a cool baseball jersey, and the Nike Bumble Kawhi Leonard, which we'll talk about once we get back home in a minute. From there, we make our way around to the DVD section. Now, same as when we were in the Lifeline store before. We just take our time here to essentially look for anything that's interesting or that has is sealed, and we're going to grab that and put it in a pile. And at the end of searching through it all, we're going to scan it. At the end of the day, in this store, I did buy a stack of DVDs, the 3 tops and a couple of plush. So I think I spent about $70 here at this store. So not bad. There's good money in all of that. So we'll pop some music on here, and then I'll touch base and show them to you in depth back at the studio. Thanks, guys.
All right, guys. So that was the first couple of op shops that I went back to once everything reopened. And some of this stuff here in front of me you would have seen, but I'm going to show you 2 lots. So this is the first bit of stuff that I've found. So these here, first of all, are some Surf Life-Saving Volleys. Sandals, they are brand new. You can see they've still got the stickers on them, never been worn, and I picked them up for $1. They'll probably go for about $10. We've got a couple of plushes here. First of all, Toothless. So this guy, brand new, I've seen him comp out at almost $100. So I'm thinking I should be able to get about $40 to $50, especially in Q4. He's pretty cool, in good nick, clean, fully licensed. You'll see here. So fully licensed with the Spin Master and DreamWorks tag. Very happy with that. Then over here, found this little Pumbaa Beanbag is what it is. So it is a beanbag. He's got all of the little sachet bits on the side there. But he's brand new with tags from The Lion King, the Broadway musical. So very, very cool little piece there. And that should get somewhere between $15 and $20 every day. So nice one. Then a couple of shirts. So went into Lifeline, you would have seen, and this Harley-Davidson singlet here that I picked up for $2. And check out this back hit, guys. Look at that. The biker with the barrel of rum, Harley-Davidson, such a nice pickup. So very, very happy with that. And again, fully legit. You'll see the holographic just on that right-hand side there. So that is nice. Here's another top. So this is from a mate of mine. He actually does motorbike sliders, so for your knee pad, for your knees and your elbows. And he had this Kawasaki shirt that he was getting rid of, so I just went and picked it up from him. Had a bit of a chat. He's going to see if he can find some other stuff for me. I have here a Chicago Adidas NBA. That is a Derrick Rose t-shirt / jersey. You'll see there. So it is a 3D print. It does look like it's stitched on, but it's 3D print. Really nice piece. That is on an extra large, and that will get me some good coin. Dragon Ball Z, the baseball Goku jersey. Just a really cool piece. Picked this up for $10 in at Vinnie's. So just really nice, and that was a nice little pickup along with the Sydney Thunder here. So T20 Big Bash League going to get underway soon, I believe. So I think this should actually get snapped up pretty quickly. Again, another $12. That should go for somewhere between 40 and 50. I have already sold this Kawhi Leonard LA Clippers jersey. Now, it is not authentic, as much as they are trying to make it look authentic. That's why I've already sold it. I've sold it to a mate of mine. Kawhi is his favourite player. In fact, he is so much his favourite player that he named his first child Kawhi. So he has bought this off me, and that's great that he could have that. And then last but not least, in this first lot, I've got this Harley-Davidson tank top as well. So really, really nice. Motorcycle Harley-Davidson, great piece. Super happy to have this one. Clean on the back. I have given this a wash because it was a bit more yellow when I got it. So it's come up a bit more white. But yeah, really nice big piece, especially coming into summer. This should sell super fast. So very happy we're back open, guys. I will take you off now for a moment, and you'll look back here, and magically there will be a whole bunch more product. And there you go, guys. Nice and easy like that. So here's another lot. Now, these are brand new. I haven't processed any of these yet. This is pretty much from today. So I'll go through, show you what we've got, and give you a bit of feedback. So first of all is this 11 Stranger Things figurine built by Culture Fly. So I haven't seen them before. It is from Netflix, official merchandise. It is still sealed in box. That cost me $5, so I'm not 100% sure. I'm hoping someone might be able to give me some feedback. I haven't looked, and, you know, I couldn't find anything straight up, but I'm going to have a bit more of a hunt. If there is anyone out there that is a super Stranger Things fan or collector, JT, if this is something you'd like, hit me up. I'll do this at a really good rate for you. So that's the first thing we picked up. Next up, we've got this little Sanyo tape deck still in box. I think it has been used, but it's super cool that we've got the box here. That's just rad. So it is all working. It's got the earpieces you'll see in there. It doesn't have the actual headphones, but it's got some of those cool old school pieces. It is labelled as tested and working, so I will check that out. It does come with the tape. Investment in excellence. But I'll test that out, and it does have the radio also on the side there. So super cool little piece. Just rad to find some stuff like that. Especially with the box. You don't normally find a lot of old school electrical equipment with the box. So very glad to pick that one up. Next up, we have this here little Loot Crate Q-Fig Deadpool. He is the silver, or the grey, I guess you call him. Does look like he's new in box and has never been opened. I'm thinking he might stay in my collection, though, because I used to collect Loot Crate figurines as well, and I've got old mate there. So I might actually pull him out, and they can go side by side, or leave him in and just pop him up on my shelf. That is the shelf right there that I'm talking about with all my collectibles on it, and I'm going to take that further around, so I'll have some more shelves shortly. Then we've got this little plush here. Guys, plush can move pretty well. And this little fella is your licensed. Let's see if he's going to make the noise. I don't know if he will, but he did in the store when I picked him up. Where is it? Here we go. He might be out of battery. But he's a Baby Shark licensed, and he's a bit low on battery. So I'm going to pull the battery out of him regardless, but really cool little unit. Very clean, very neat and tidy. And yeah, just cute little figure. So that should move coming up to Christmas. We have here a Nike Manchester United jersey. This is a super nice, you'll see we've got authentic down there with our holographic. So very, very cool with this, with the check pattern. We don't have any player on the back, which isn't the worst. You'll see there, you've also got the Manchester line there. Just a really, really clean jersey. So picked that up today, and very happy to have that one. The other big one that we picked up was this, the Dolphins, number 8. So we are looking at Culpepper. I don't know who Culpepper is. It sounds familiar, but I'm not 100% sure. Number 8 for the Miami Dolphins. So really nice Reebok piece there. I already have a bunch of stuff up and going, and you'll see there that is a large on the length +2. So yeah, just a really nice piece to pick up. And guys, that cost me $10. We have here the Roosters NRL Premiership jersey. Again, fully licensed NRL team jersey. Nice little piece there. Heavy duty. No numbers on the back. That should sell leading into the next season or earlier. Coming into cricket season as well, we've got the KFC Adidas Jersey. That does have Watson on the back with the number 33, as you'll see there. So Shane Watson supporters will probably pick this up. It is a bit peeling on the numbers, but I don't think that's the end of the world. It is still a very nice piece, and it is an Adidas medium. So fully licensed, and that cost me $12, guys. The last couple we have here, this one here cost me $1. It is a vintage kids size to fit 60 centimeters. So vintage Brisbane Broncos jersey, and this thing is just phenomenal. So you'll see the faded Powers advertising there. We've got the New South Wales Rugby League official licensed product, Brisbane Broncos, and on the back we've also got the faded Powers. So really, really rad. That is from about 95, 96, I believe, from memory. I think I used to actually have a Broncos jersey like that when I was a kid, but I don't think this one was mine. So wasn't really a Broncos fan myself. I'm a Manly fan, but cool to find that. We have here leading into Christmas, who doesn't love an ugly Christmas shirt / sweater? And here we have the Daffy Duck Bar Humbug. It is Disney Parks licensed, authentic, original. So that's a really nice piece, and I reckon that will fly out the door. And then we have here the Chelsea Football Club. That is a kids extra large. That is not a grown-ups extra large. That is a kids extra large on the Premier League tag there for Chelsea. So nice little jersey to get. And we have on the back, you'll see Hazard as well. So cool piece. That is what we've picked up this week, guys. So glad that we're back up and running. I still have a heap of stock that I need to list from prior to lockdown. So I'm not going to be hitting up a lot of op shops to pick up stuff. I'll probably go out for a couple of videos here and there during the week. But my goal is to smash through my back catalogue of stock. I don't want to call it a death pile. My back catalogue. And really get that up and running. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for being a part of this. Get back out there when you can. You know, all those who are out already, good on you. If you're in Victoria, locked down, and still need stock, hit me up, because I do, like I say, I do still have heaps of stock available that I can send out. Be it, you know, games, bits and pieces, whatever it might be. Hit us up. Happy to help out. But ultimately, guys, just remember, just keep flipping.